me trolling you all. Okay. So we're going to create a filterable robot list. Once running once running through the setup, yeah, I'm gonna go with that sentence. And opening up the route, uh, we're just dumping a bunch of JSON to the DOM because part of today's goal will be taking data from Rails and doing stuff with it. Because why the hell else are we doing this in Rails, right? So we let's check out new branch. Check out dash b implement filterable list. Get push dash u origin. Make sure that's up there. So we'll head over to the pages home HTML, and it just says robots to JSON. And heading back over to our instructions, we're going to create a robot list component. So that is going to be in JavaScript components robot list.js, right? And we even have this console log breadcrumb there that should be listed right here. Yep, there it is. So that means that this file is properly loading. So we're going to replace it with view.component view robot list, and we're just going to hand it an empty object right there, and we're going to uncomment this. So now this should refresh. We look at Vue DevTools, and we do indeed have a Vue robot list right there. So we're going to create the Vue templates directory, which, let's see here, directory app views Vue templates, and then we are going to touch robotlist.html app views robotlist.html. Actually, we need that leading underscore because Rails is weird and also delightful. This is an awful split here, and we're just going to say script ID equals robot list template, type equals text template, script on a robot list. What's that?
Never mind. I think I probably
All right, so let's and we also need to actually put that robot list template into the DOM. We actually have to render this somewhere. So right now, if we take this robot list template ID and we look for it, query selector all. It's not actually going to find it until we render partial. Let's see here. View templates robot list. So I believe now it's still not in there. Oh, you and your being right. There it is. Okay. So is everybody okay on this so far? what we've done. Once again, you have no reason to care yet, but I just want to make sure that we're good on it. So now we're going to say template, pound means ID, robot list template. I'm a robot list. Let's get rid of this so we don't. All right, so we're no longer rendering that giant wad of JSON. Wad is a technical term. Actually, it is for Doom, isn't it? Okay, what is next on our instructions? All right, confirmed our template's available. All right. Oh, let's see what it looks like when we actually misspell our template selector, so that way you're familiar with that error. So if it can't find the template that we gave it, then it throws this error. It's not super specific. It's not one of Vue's best errors, but that's.
But also, it warned you just above it. So.
Yeah. It's handy. It's believe it or not, these errors are shockingly good for a JavaScript template. Excuse me, for a JavaScript library. All right. All right. So we already, we did all this stuff. So we actually have this. We now have our component in the DOM. So I'm going to go ahead and commit this. -p. Git commit. All right. Now we're going to take a quick look at vModel next. So now we need to add our data function. This is our data function is how we have changeable things in the browser, because otherwise, who cares, right? So return an object. It still works. And if you remember, if we don't return the object, then Vue throws a fit. And what did we call this? We called the search text. Return, oh, that's not it. Search text. Hi, I'm search text. And in our template up here, don't need this right now, we're gonna throw search. This is new. Let's actually replace this with a H2, I mean H3. There we are. So we are now just dumping text into the screen, into the DOM, which is handy, but we're still not updating it. So let's throw a thing in there so that way we can update that data. So I'm going to say input v type equals text, v model equals search text. This is the classic auto update example. It's not actually useful day to day very much, where we can type in the DOM. Yeah, look at that. Still search text. And notice that our data reflects that down there. So we don't have to manage what the DOM looks like when that updates. this is V model on an input type text. So I'm going to go ahead and stop